All right, welcome back to the Whale Boys, infamous this time, joined by my college basketball expert, March Madness fiend, and this is our 100% correct bracket with balls of steel. So you're confident, right?
Y- Yeah, I've never missed before. I mean, I've
Right,
won $1 million in the bracket challenge.
I've
I
seen
think
that.
3 out of 4 years. Uh,
So we
yeah,
have the
no, I
number one
had
March
to do this.
Madness expert in the world joining us today. We're going to be doing the ESPN bracket, going through every game, giving our expert analysis. 100% right, not going to get one wrong. Starting out with a banger,
No, don't even
Gonzaga.
ask. Don't even ask.
Yeah,
It's Gonzaga.
okay,
I mean, just
all right.
move
I don't
on.
even know who no full.
You can
I don't
get
even know where
more
that school
photos
is. I
off
don't
of
even
my
know who they're
okay,
facing.
great.
I
I
don't
want it
care.
off my screen.
Okay,
Thank you.
next, moving on to the
Missouri.
number 8 versus number 9. We got Oklahoma Sooners, Missouri Tigers. All right, I have no fucking idea who's gonna win this game, but I'm sure
I,
you have a.
I,
I don't
I've
know.
I've done my expert analysis clearly. I mean, I
Okay,
I know when I'm out here. I've been here. This is
yes, you
kind of
have.
me. I know that Missouri is 4-2 against top 25 teams, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good stat. That is a good
I
stat.
mean, they beat Illinois. They're a 1 seed for a
Hmm.
reason. Oklahoma,
Yep.
they've maybe played more comp. They're 5-7 against top 25 teams.
For that.
But
Yeah,
I like Missouri more.
like
I'll
Missouri.
say it.
If we're going
They're
off the
already getting our
models
first
here,
upset
we
here.
got the decision tree. 65% of people are saying Oklahoma will win. The experts, we're also experts. They're saying power rankings. They have Oklahoma. The only thing that they're giving Missouri the advantage in is similar games, similar matchups. They have one more, and you're saying we're riding with Missouri. Is that what
We're
you're
right
going
on
with?
Missouri.
We're riding with the
We're right on
fucking Tigers. Go
Missouri.
SEC, baby. All right,
Mizzou.
Mizzou, motherfucker. All right, moving on. The 5 versus 12. Creighton Blue
Ooh,
Jays in the Big
5-12.
East
You always
playing
gotta
a.
have 5-12
Yeah,
upsets.
these are prime and ready for upsets. Going into the UCSB, uh, the
No,
got
you hit these,
the
man.
got the got shows. They're going against the got shows. Big West school. I'm a Big West fan, of course. I love that conference. I
Based on the analysis I've done personally, like I
yeah
know I know that you were talking there, but I mean it's kind of pointless because I just don't see US or UCSB pulling it out. I mean they haven't
yeah.
played any comp. They haven't
I,
played
I
one team in the top
I'm being
75
honest.
of the nation.
I don't know where the fuck. I don't even know who the fuck is in the Big West. I don't even know what UCSB means. Maybe like UC St. Barclays. Like I have no fucking idea. Creighton. Not the greatest Big East tournament run they went on. They lost to Georgetown, I'm pretty sure. But I'm riding with Creighton. Okay. Moving on swiftly. Virginia Cavaliers, Ohio Bobcats.
No,
I
this
mean,
is this is one that
this
people.
could get scary.
This is a pretty popular
This,
upset
yes,
pick here, and I agree with it.
you're
I think
agreeing with Ohio
Ohio.
Bobcats,
They have one of the better players in the nation. They have somebody with some NBA talent on their team.
do
And
they?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I may have forgot his name.
That's
That's
okay.
okay though.
We don't need to know his
Because
name
if
because
I
we
knew his
know
name, then it would be pointless. But I'm riding with
exactly.
them, man. I mean, Virginia's just kind of mid.
Yeah, I mean I heard Virginia has like the least
I
number of
mean,
possessions per game.
hear this out.
I
Hear
mean,
this out. Okay, so Virginia. First of all, the people I've talked to, experts I've talked to,
right?
they're not a fan of Virginia. I mean, they aren't. They don't
Yes.
think
I
they
mean, they
have it.
lost to you. Yeah.
Also,
Come on.
they lost to Gonzaga by 23, Florida State by 21.
Jesus.
Anytime they face comp, they get smashed.
They're
I
saying they're
mean,
getting
it.
nervous against the MAC champions, the Ohio Bobcats. They're gonna fold, just like they did two
Yeah.
years ago, and they lost to a
Yes,
16
and
seed.
also the Bobcats, Ohio here,
Yeah.
they only lost to Illinois by 2, who's one of the best teams in the nation. I mean, the Bobcats can swing. I think with the kid they got leading them, I think they
Yep.
take it.
Okay. I agree. I like upsets, baby. It's March. We got fucking COVID March Madness. I like it. Fuck it. Fuck Virginia. All right.
Always hated
Moving on.
Virginia.
6 versus 11. This is possibly the most you know, likely for upsets. See a lot of 11. I think 11 seeds are really popular getting into the Sweet 16 historically. I'm a USC
Mhm.
fan, of course, but I must say I am not confident in any matchup they have. It could be against Drake or Wichita State. I'm not confident here. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think Wichita State has been very good at all this season, based off
Yeah,
of what I've seen
I heard they've been
and
hot.
heard.
I heard
Uh,
they've been hot.
I know Drake. I think Drake maybe would have a better shot of beating, but they also have to play the playing game to can play
Yeah,
USC. I think USC is
think they
probably
get
the
this
better
one.
pick here. They have an NBA player on their team.
Yeah, the top three picks. Some
Uh,
say Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd probably go. I don't think USC is gonna make very much noise at all. I
yep.
don't think they're gonna beat them.
I don't have much faith, but I'll ride with them for one round. But I can definitely see them. All right, Kansas versus Eastern Washington Eagles coming out of the Big Sky. I
And I think Kansas is gonna be our team that smacks good old
yeah,
USC.
I mean, Eastern Washington, they had a good run, but I don't see it personally. I'm not moving on. All right,
I mean, it's
Oregon
Eastern Washington. Like who
versus
really
yeah,
knows Eastern
yeah.
Washington?
It's
Let's just
just
be honest
come on.
here.
I mean, even Washington State. I mean, come on. All right, Oregon
Washington
Ducks,
State.
VCU Rams. I don't know where VCU is at in the country. I don't know what VCU stands for. Coming out of the Atlantic 10, so that must be a good sign. Going against the Big Ducks,
Yep.
and
Yep. Okay.
the Ducks in March Madness are a pretty popular team to get pretty far, even if they didn't have the greatest regular season.
Me being an
VCU,
Oregon fan, I may be biased.
yeah, but
Most people I've talked to or seen, they like Oregon. They think Oregon's a good team
yeah.
this year. They're not as good as last year, but
I mean,
I personally don't see them losing to VCU.
yeah, even though this is 7 versus 10, it should be somewhat evenly matched. I just don't see it. I think Oregon's a lot better of a team. I'm going Oregon, riding Oregon. All right. I mean, should we even Grand Canyon Antelopes out of the
Yeah, I
whack?
mean we can
I
just
mean,
move on.
they got Garza. Do they even have a kid that's a foot length within Garza's height? I mean,
I
eh,
just get them off the screen. I
okay,
don't want
yeah,
to see them.
just all right. Moving on to the round of 64 East side. Got the Michigan Wolverines versus either St. Mary's, and I have no fucking idea who St. Mary's is playing tomorrow, but in a team. And it doesn't matter because they're going to get smoked. All right, moving on. LSU Tigers versus St. Bonaventure Bonnies, also out the A10 with a better record than the VCU. Interesting. All right, I have no
I
idea.
haven't really looked into this one that much. I've heard St. Bonaventure's is supposed to be good,
I have
but
no idea.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know that much about them. They
Looks like
beat
they lost.
VCU
Yeah,
twice. They've split. They haven't really played much comp. LSU got smoked by Bama three
yeah,
times. I mean,
yeah. I feel like this is a real
they
coin
both.
flip.
This is kind of like a doesn't really matter because they're gonna lose second round. Uh,
I
you
just,
know,
I have no
I'm gonna
idea.
just. I want to go St. Bonaventure. Just why not
The
St.
reason I
Bonaventure?
want to go LSU is because they're in a way harder conference, one that's way more comp, and they also have more wins. I feel like I've seen Bonaventure's coming off a hard loss. I'm assuming in their tournament because they're ranked. I don't know if
Wait,
they
here,
won it or not.
scroll down a bit here. Look at
All
the
right, let's scroll
defensive
down.
stats. Look
All
at the
right,
defensive stats. St.
uh,
Bonaventure is better at every single thing.
I see where you're coming at. I actually don't see what you're looking at, but I know you see it, so I'm gonna
And
assume you see it. So
the
I'm gonna.
defensive stats, the values there down there,
Oh, I do
in the
see it.
bottom
Yeah, they
right.
actually
Yeah.
are better than them at actually everything
And offensive stats, LSU does have them at everything besides
except
offensive
offensive, but that's only by a
rebounding.
percent, 1%.
But
I
what
mean,
wins games?
power rankings, they're 10 apart. Strength of schedule, they're very far apart. But I don't know.
Wait. Hmm.
I mean, if you're riding St. Bonaventure, I could ride with the Bonnies. I mean, I don't.
I
I love
mean,
the team.
it is LSU. They should have more talent, but are they gonna have? Do you think they're gonna want it as much? I mean, they're
I
not
feel
gonna
like
want it as much,
St.
definitely.
Bonaventure's
But
coming out with some real passion, but
I mean, I'll let you go this one. I don't
I
really.
gotta go. I'm going to LSU, bigger school, bigger conference, more
All right.
experience. That's what I do in those situations. All
Okay.
right, moving on to the upset story, probably of all the conference tournaments. Georgetown, the Hoyas, went against the 5 seed
A
Colorado
lot of
Buffaloes.
people do have Georgetown winning this, but I don't
I
really
don't
know
see it.
about that
I don't
because
see it
I
personally.
mean they've won a lot of their last games. Big
They're hot.
Patrick Ewing and the boys are trying, but Colorado has this man named McKinley Wright, and that man's a dangerous man.
Hmm.
I believe he's a senior guard.
Yeah,
They're point guard. He's good.
he's a man. I mean, if we're looking at the
I don't think he'll
offensive,
carry him too far here,
yeah,
but I think that they honestly beat Georgetown.
yeah, I
I
also
think
think
that
that.
I think that's gonna be a big bracket buster for a lot of people
I
that
mean,
do pick Georgetown.
Georgetown's will go win on a run. I mean, if they did go on that run, they wouldn't even made it because their
I mean,
record is pretty
I
good.
get it. They went on a run. They're 13-12 for a reason, though.
Yeah, I mean, they got 4 of those wins in the tournament. I mean, Mickey Mouse wins. Some say. I also say. I'm I'm going Colorado. All right, Florida State Seminoles,
This is when it
Greensboro
gets scary
Spartans.
because I've never
It
heard
didn't
about
get
the
scary.
Greensboro Spartans. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I
Uh,
did. I know a few things, not a lot of things, but I have Florida State going pretty far. I must. and I don't think Spartans are taking him out this early. I just
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean, I know that a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people believe in Florida State, but there's also people that I've heard personally say that they think they're pretty overrated and their defense isn't near as good as what they like what most people believe. And but I do think they probably beat Greensboro.
mean, if we are looking at the defensive stats, UNC does actually beat them in three of
Yeah,
the five.
but
So
but
I
they also have the 163rd ranked strength of
yeah,
schedule. So
that's like there's so many damn basketball teams that's like middle of the
I
pack,
mean,
but
I
that's
could
dog
like
shit.
they may accidentally come across me at the park and play
Yeah,
me as one of their college games. I mean,
yeah.
like
Just for that reason alone, I gotta go Florida State. All right, BYU Cougars come out of the WCC, going against either Michigan State, CLA. I think Michigan State wins tomorrow. I don't know. Who
yeah, I mean,
knows?
Michigan State has a really solid team, even though they haven't had the best season. They have just a good team. I don't think BYU is going to beat Michigan
I
State.
also had a top 10 strength of schedule. I mean, BYU had a good season, 26.
Yeah, I mean
Ah,
BYU is not like a bad team. I mean they're not like, but I just Michigan State has so much better talent wise.
yeah,
Like Aaron Henry. I mean they got some people. They got some hoopas, and
I
I
agree.
don't think BYU can hoop with them.
Neither do I.
I
All
mean
right.
they're Mormon. Let's just be honest
Yeah,
here. Let's
Mormons,
get
they're
them out
all
of here.
white. They're all shooters. They're going to get cold at one point. All right, Texas Longhorns going against the the fucking Christian Wildcats, okay? From the S land. I don't know what the fuck the S land is. I don't know where that is in the fucking universe, but they're Christians. So, I mean, do you have any upsets here? Because
I mean
uh,
Texas is a good team.
Matt Coleman,
I don't think they're like anything crazy for, but I
yeah,
think they definitely got a good enough
but
team to get out the first round
yeah,
here
against the Christian
against
Wildcats,
good
the
old
S
yeah.
land.
We'll
The
just
fuck's
give
the
them the
S land?
Christian
Like,
Wildcats. Yeah.
just move on. All right, Connecticut Huskies, Huskies, Yukon, okay, Maryland Terrapins. Okay, I mean,
Now
I'm gonna rely on you because I have
UConn
no idea.
is UConn's a team that a lot of people actually this is like the Cinderella team that people
Okay,
kind of like Oregon when they went to when we lost to big what's it called? Um
that one team.
uh
Yep,
the
here it
Virginia, there we
comes. There
go.
you go.
Was
Found
blanking,
it.
there we go. Huge.
There it
A lot
is.
of people think this UConn team is pretty similar is the word around the street and they could go far.
Yeah, I've heard
But the thing
Maryland
about
stinks.
Maryland is they got if they can get hot shooting, they can beat anybody because they're a team that can shoot that can shoot the rock, you know, they can sling.
Yes,
But
I
and
don't know.
Maryland did beat Illinois. They lost to Michigan 3 times though,
Yeah,
and Iowa and Ohio State. But I
seven
mean,
versus 10. A lot of upsets are possible, but I think UConn pulls it out. In my
I think UConn's probably the better school. I don't know if I believe him as much as most people though.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I, all right. Iona Gals from the MAC, double A's, going against the Crimson Tide. Any thoughts?
Uh, no,
I mean, they're
no, just give me
260th in the
Alabama.
fucking sky. I mean, that is goddamn awful. And they lost 5 of those games. I mean, that's assume nothing crazy happens. All right, Baylor versus the Hartford Hawks from the Am East Conference.
Yeah, I don't think we need to
All
talk about
right,
this one either.
North Carolina, Blue Blood, Wisconsin Badgers, Big Ten versus ACC.
Both
Uh,
did pretty shit against top 25 teams.
yeah,
I mean, this is kind of just a bloodbath. I mean,
Wisconsin does have the fourth best strength of schedule.
yeah, they played a lot.
A lot of comp.
They're 3-9 against top 25 teams though, which is
That's not great.
rough.
But when they
But
played comp, they just got smoked.
yeah, but it's not like North Carolina's better. They're two
Yeah,
and four.
yeah, they're good teams, but they're not great teams. But they could go on a run. Who knows? I think I'm riding
I
with Roy.
mean, you're
I'm being
riding with
honest.
who?
Riding with Roy, Coach
Uh, Roy,
Williams.
man.
What's his name?
Mm, yeah,
That's his name,
Roy
right?
Williams.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm riding with Roy. What do you think? I mean, I don't know.
I
Badgers?
mean,
I don't know.
I mean,
Eh,
I'd go Badgers.
go
I mean, it's
Badgers.
really a toss up. I mean,
I feel like this game can go either way. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Badgers. Let's give it to the Badgers.
Okay, I trust you. You're the draft analyst. March Madness analyst. I mean, you've never been wrong, so I'm trusting you. I'm telling you right now, this has the most upset potential in the whole. Villanova, Winthrop Eagles, Big South, 23-1. I don't know. I could
Yeah,
see
I mean,
Winthrop going on a fucking run. That's all I'm saying.
a lot of people don't think Villanova has it, and I
Yeah, I'm one
do
of those people.
I do agree with it. I mean, Winthrop is they're definitely a good upset pick here, and I'm down the ride with them for this one.
And look at those stats. I mean, they're better than in offense and defense. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
23-1.
comp does factor in,
I
but
mean, it is. I mean, their strength of schedule is. I mean, wow, that's actually one of the worst. I think that is top 10 worst in the actual whole entire college basketball one. That does stink. But
I'm down to ride with them though.
I'm
I
down
think
to
that
ride.
I don't think Villanova is good.
We're okay. Then we're fucking riding. That's all I need to hear. Fuck out of here. Don't need to see you anymore. All right. Purdue versus North Texas, the Mean Green out of the CUSA. I don't know.
Mean
I
Green.
just.
Hmm.
I mean, they're the Mean Green. I mean, they're a Texas team. But all right.
Yeah, I mean,
It's Purdue.
they're 9-5 in their own conference. They're not playing crazy teams in their own conference. I mean,
I mean, it's the USA.
mm,
Eight top 10 full
yeah,
strength schedule for Purdue.
I think we got to go
4 wins.
Boilermakers
Yeah,
here.
I mean, sorry North Texas, but I just don't think you guys got it. All right, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders going against the Utah State Aggies out of the Mountain West Conference. That 6 versus 11 upset potential, but I don't see it to be honest.
I mean,
I don't see it. I think Mac
I
Wilbon and
don't
the
think I
boys.
really see it either. I think Texas Tech probably comes out on top for this one. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does say Utah State's better at defense by a margin and all this, but it's gonna be the comp they're going against
yeah,
in
they're in the Mountain
Mountain
West.
West,
I
which isn't the
mean,
greatest, not the worst, middle of the pack.
yeah,
Yeah,
I personally, I think I'd be more comfortable with the good old Texas Tech here.
so would I. I don't know. All right, moving on. 3 versus 14. Arkansas Razorbacks against the Colgate Raiders of the Patriot League. And if I'm being honest, if any top 3 seeds get an upset, I think it comes here. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Hmm?
crazy, but
I mean, we did pick a top three upset earlier,
did
I
we? I
believe,
mean, I
right?
think
And
that was
our
5 versus
first.
12, wasn't it?
No, we picked did we pick a three? I think we
I think we picked two
didn't we?
5-12s, to be honest. I could be smoking a
We
lot of
picked a
dope.
four. We picked a four earlier, not a three. Yeah, you're right. We picked
Oh yeah, I picked
Ohio over
Ohio.
Virginia.
Yes, we did. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I mean
I don't know.
they're ranked 48th in the BPI, which is pretty good. I
Okay.
mean, I'm definitely not against going with Colgate here.
I mean, they've won their non-conference games. They've won their conference games. They're saying it wasn't great, but it's not the worst. I mean,
I mean, they
who
average
do I?
86 points a game, and if you can score in March Madness, I mean,
That's a good
you can
sign.
win. You can win at any time.
And look at
That's a
their
sign of a
effective field goal
potential
percentage,
sense. That is
57.
actually pretty nuts. They don't turn
That's
it over that much, at least compared to Arkansas. They got a
man,
good field goal percentage. They score.
man.
I mean, I'm down to take them,
I'm down to ride Colgate.
and
Fucking,
they
I
do
mean,
hold their opponents to a lower effective field goal percentage too. So I mean,
yeah, I think. I mean, they aren't playing great comp, but it's not like. I mean, it's not like the fucking Razorbacks are blowing people out the water. Fucking riding
yeah, I mean the
Colgate.
SEC isn't
Fuck
crazy. I
them.
mean they're not playing. Yeah, no, let's
Fuck
do it,
out of
man.
here. Free seed. So long. All right. 7 versus 10 Gators. Fucking Virginia
Uh,
Tech. I haven't. I don't know. I want to say Florida, but
I
I could go.
I mean Florida lost. Oh man, what's his name? Who did they lose again?
The
Was it
guy
is
who.
it Keontae John? Or
Yeah, it's something Johnson.
it
Jalen
is
Johnson.
Keontae Johnson, I
Deontay
think. Yeah,
Johnson.
I'm
That's his
like,
name. It's
yeah,
100%
it's
Deontay
Keontae
Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah. Okay.
So
They lost him, and ever since they lost him, they haven't been the same exactly. I mean, for Virginia Tech does have a pretty solid offense and not a bad defense. I mean, not great, but
right,
I think I'd probably be more comfortable on Virginia Tech.
yeah,
Honestly, I don't believe in the Gators really.
a lot of these 7-10s, 9-8s. I really don't know if I could either
I
way.
mean, if
But
you look at the similar games, if we're basing it on who you would pick to win based off similar games, Virginia Tech is kind of blowing them out the water,
yeah,
and the Gators aren't going to have Keontae Johnson. I mean,
yeah, I'm down to go to Virginia Tech. I don't know. I feel like they could win that. Florida, but I don't know. Either or. All right, Ohio State or Roberts. Much is there anything to say here?
No, no,
Okay,
there
I mean
isn't.
or Roberts. You can't come. See you later. Moving on, the Midwest got Drexel Dragons against the fucking Illinois. I mean, move on. I mean I mean Drexel
I
was
had
17.
Drexel winning. Are you
Yeah, I
kidding me?
mean 12-7. I mean they're fucking in the worst conference of all time. They're 12-7. One of the worst teams to make the bracket, I'd say. All right, moving on. 9 versus 8. Loyola Chicago versus Georgia Tech with the 101-year-old nun by their side. You think they're going on another run here?
I
You think they're
don't
going
think they're going
far?
on another run, but the first round matchup's a different story here.
Georgia Tech. Mickey Mouse conference run because they didn't even have to play against Kansas because they had to drop, or they didn't have to play against Virginia because they dropped out. So you know,
Yeah.
pretty bullshit, I'd say. But fuck them. So what are you
Uh,
thinking?
I
I'm
mean,
riding the Ramblers.
I'm down to go Ramblers here. I think
All right,
that's one of the more toss-up games.
it
I'll go
is,
Ramblers though.
but
I
I'm
mean,
riding
either
the
way,
Ramblers
they're probably losing to Illinois
probably.
second round, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm riding
Let's
the
go Ramblers.
Ramblers. Riding the Ramblers. All right,
Oregon
Tennessee,
State and Tennessee.
Oregon State, the Pac-12 champions against the
Oregon
SEC.
State has been hot
Whoever
recently.
they really
They've
have
beaten
been.
like 3 or 4 good teams in a row. They beat UCLA, Oregon, and Colorado.
They are fucking hot as
Not the
shit.
greatest, but
And
they are
Tennessee,
they're winning them.
yeah. I mean Tennessee blows them out in every defensive category. It looks like, which is a little alarming. And offense, besides turnover percentage, which isn't that much of a margin. I feel like the run might end here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, hmm. Do we really believe in? Yeah, no, I want to
I don't
go
know.
Tennessee here. I
I
think. I
feel
mean,
like
it's a 5-12, but
it is, but I feel like maybe some of those Pac-12 teams they were going to be in the tournament and weren't going as hard as if they knew they had to win, make it, which Oregon State was going for. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like Tennessee's going to come up. Just I just think they're going to beat them. I don't know. Riding
yeah,
Tennessee.
let's go Tennessee.
All right, moving on. Cade Cunningham and the Oklahoma State Cowboys against the Liberty Flames.
Give me Oklahoma
Yeah,
State.
I feel like Oklahoma State's going on a fucking major run. I mean, on no cap. All
Cade
right,
Cunningham is a
yeah,
issue.
big issue. All right,
The Aztecs are they're pretty they're really good. Their defense is
yes,
like kind of fucking mean.
it is.
So
They're going to the orange.
I don't really even feel like I need to put too much thinking into it. I think
Just
I want
you're
to go
confident. I mean, if
Aztecs
you're
here.
confident, okay. If you're confident, what do you need to vandalize it? It's over. I mean, West Virginia Mountaineers against the Moorhead State Eagles. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I don't see
We
this.
can
Yeah,
we can just yeah.
oh, okay. 7 versus 10 Tigers against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Well, I know people. There's quite a few people that aren't fans of Rutgers. They were playing better, way better at the beginning of the year, and they've kind of just not looked as good. So I honestly I just want to go Clemson.
Okay, we're riding Clemson. Swiftly moving on. Houston Cougars, Cleveland State Vikings, out of the Horizon League. Um, yeah,
I
I've
mean, I
heard.
will say I'm one of the biggest fans of the Cleveland
I've
State
heard.
here Vikings, but
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
I think they're
yeah.
chalked.
I mean, I would love to
I'm not
see
gonna lie.
Cleveland State go on a fucking run here, but I don't see it. All right, going on to the round of 32 swiftly. All right, we got Gonzaga against the Tigers. I think
I mean
Gonzaga's.
Gonzaga.
I feel like Gonzaga's locked for Elite Eight in my
They're
eyes.
probably the best team going into the tournament,
Yeah,
and
out of the West.
I don't really see how they don't make it to at least the Elite Eight. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think they lose to
Missouri. I
Mizzou.
mean, you guys, good run, but
They
move
are a
on.
good team, but
Yeah, all right. Creighton,
I
Ohio, are
I think
Cinderella.
Ohio keeps up the.
You think
I think they keep it up. I think they
you're
win
riding with
this.
Ohio?
I'm
I
riding with
mean,
Ohio.
they still beat them in every offensive category. They beat them, They beat them in 2 out of the 5 in defense. They're a great shooting accuracy team. I mean, if we're
I
riding with
mean,
the
there's
fucking
somebody
Bobcats, we're
that
riding with the Bobcats.
if they're hitting threes or they're smoking that thing, I
They're
mean,
hot. They're hot.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be scary.
I mean, fuck it. I mean, Creighton's Mickey Mouse. Let's
Give
go.
me
Go
give me the
Ohio.
Bobcats, man.
Moving on to the Sweet 16. All right, 6 versus 3. USC, Kansas Jayhawks. I have no faith in this game as a USC. I feel like we're gonna get smoked
Yeah.
by
I
like
mean,
40.
I'd probably just go Kansas here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a possibility because Mobley's big and has long, skinny legs.
Yeah. It just depends on how
But
well Kansas
his
can
brother
handle
fucking
Mobley, and
stinks.
they.
If I'm being honest.
Come
People
on,
might
man.
not know,
Isaiah.
but Isaiah's a fucking bum. I think he's like shooting 20% from the line. That's probably wrong, but I'm gonna say he is because he fucking sucks ass. I'm with
All right,
Kansas.
man.
Sorry about my team. All right,
Now this is
Garza versus
something that's
Oregon.
interesting
I think Oregon
because
wins. I'll just say it
with
now.
Ohio, Iowa, they have a lot of holes. I mean, if
Yeah,
you can
Garza
if you can
definitely.
shut down Garza,
Then
then you
what?
can definitely beat this team.
Yeah,
And Garza is not the most. He's not going to be able to just dominate you in a lot of cases. A lot of teams have found ways to just take them out of a game.
right.
And with Oregon's press, they Dana Altman has one of the best presses in the nation. I mean, I could
Expert
definitely see Oregon
analysis.
winning this.
Yeah, I feel like Oregon and fucking they never did. These did not make the Sweet 16. I feel like Ohio is just a fucking roadblock, and they're just gonna fucking stop them right
Yeah,
over it.
Iowa.
So,
I yeah, I mean they may have Garza, but I don't think Garza gets it for them.
yeah, neither do I. We agree. All right, going with Oregon. All right, Michigan, LSU, Big Ten versus
Yeah, I
SEC.
mean Michigan's really
And
good.
Michigan's a
I
fucking
just
problem.
give me Michigan.
LSU, I mean, sorry, but all right, Colorado versus the Florida State Seminoles. I got Florida State. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm definitely favoring Florida State.
I mean,
Uh,
Colorado definitely could win, but I just, you know,
yeah, it's not like a
eh.
yeah. I mean, there's not a large difference. I mean, Florida. Give me Florida State.
Yeah, I same. Scotty Barnes. I mean, I don't know. Is he doing good? I have no idea. He's on the team. So, all right,
It sure
Michigan
is, man.
State versus Texas. I got Texas going far,
Honestly,
but you might have a different.
man, you have Texas going far.
Yeah, I mean, I got at least Elite Eight. I think in my.
I honestly kind of want to say Michigan here.
Oof.
I mean,
Think Michigan.
Michigan. I mean,
Trusted Izzo.
Michigan. You got to think about it. I mean, they got Izzo. They got
Right.
they got a
Cal.
lot of players that have been here.
Been here, done this.
I mean, yeah, I
I
believe they
mean,
had some COVID cases, and that's
okay.
part of the reason why they kind of struggled.
They're thinking Michigan State going on a fucking. They win 3 straight. They win the play-in, first round, second round. They're just going on the. They're going on a
I
run.
think they can. I mean,
I
they
think
can beat
Texas.
anyone in the tournament. To be honest, that's why it's kind of hard to pick against them. But
Okay.
I personally, I got them over Texas. I mean, you
I mean,
got
I
any
personally have
other opinion
Texas.
here? You
Not
got
really.
Texas?
I just think Texas is a better team. Yeah, I didn't watch the most college basketball this year. I just think they're better. I heard Matt Coleman the third's a fucking problem. I don't, probably. So I don't know. I mean, if you
Mm,
think Michigan State, I think Texas. I mean, I
I
want to work
I
with you.
go Michigan State. I think
Okay,
Michigan State.
okay. I'm trusting you. If you fuck me here, you lose people money on that pick. Our the fucking $1 million we have on this shit.
Look,
Go
man.
on
I
here.
mean, you don't go perfect 3 years out of
You're right. I
four
need to stop
from
hating.
knowing nothing here.
You're
I
right.
mean,
Right. Okay. UConn, Alabama.
I think this is a matchup that a lot of people actually have UConn winning, but
I think Alabama's
I
winning
I mean,
personally, but I mean
I
UConn.
I almost I kind of want to go Alabama too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
interesting because UConn. I mean, they're definitely a good team. A lot of people have them as a good Cinderella team. They're pretty even, really. If you look at everything here with Alabama, they're pretty even teams.
Yeah. I mean very even. I don't know.
Mm.
Like they've
Mm.
played a lot more games. It looks like they have. I don't know more comp somewhat. I don't know. People got UConn going far. I don't see. I think the Crimson Tide take them down. Power of Bama.
Yeah.
Power of the elephant.
One thing that I'm seeing here, it's saying Alabama struggles with defensive rebounding. They rank the bottom 50%, but the Huskies are number 6 offensive rebounding in the nation. So if they're crashing the glass and they're playing with more energy and they're getting a shit ton of offensive rebounds, I mean that's going to be pretty hard for Alabama to beat.
Yeah, I mean it does look like an offense versus defense game. I mean, UConn's got all the offensive stats. Alabama's got all the defensive
Part of
stats.
defense is rebounding. You got to once you get to stop, you got to rebound the ball.
Right.
And Alabama being below they're below 50% in the nation. They're
Mm-hmm.
the top 50% in the nation and not rebounding well. Offensive,
What are we
that was
thinking?
a lot to say there,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I
I
kind of blew it, but
killed it.
they're
I
bottom
mean,
50% in offensive rebound or in defensive rebounding, and UConn's number 6. I kind of want to go UConn just off
you
that.
want to? I mean, if people think UConn's going far. I mean, I'm down. All right,
Yeah,
UConn, the
I
Huskies.
say we ride. I say we ride the
All
Huskies
right,
here, man.
okay,
I mean,
fuck it.
they get the boards. It's going to be pretty hard to beat a team that's out rebounding you by a very decent amount.
I believe. All right, Baylor versus Wisconsin. I think Baylor smokes them.
Yeah, I mean Baylor's really good.
I mean,
Yeah,
Wisconsin. I mean, good run, but so
Baylor's
far.
just a grown ass man team. I mean,
Yeah,
those are some boys.
yeah, they are. All right, moving on. Winthrop, Purdue.
Do we believe in the
I
Winthrop?
don't think I do.
I don't think I believe
The
too
more
much
and
in them
more I
either.
look at the
I'm not
strength of
gonna lie to
schedule,
you.
the more and more I get just. I mean, there are 23-1, but goddamn, that is the worst result I've seen.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
no,
awful.
it's not good. I mean,
Terrible,
it's
actually.
definitely not. It's definitely
Bottom
not
feed. That's
good.
bottom 10. And that's literally dog shit. And Purdue,
Yeah,
Big Ten team, big school.
I mean, if
I
they do win their first round matchup, though, they are gonna have momentum coming into
They
this.
are.
That's the one thing.
I mean, that is the one thing they got in their favor if we win. And I just,
Let's go Purdue.
yeah,
Let's do it.
they could. I mean, I just, spring schedule's really throwing me off. All right, Colgate versus the Texas Tech Red Raiders. If I'm being honest, I think Colgate's fucking. They might be hot. They might go. You know, maybe not all the
You think?
way, but I think they might go. I mean, if they can shoot the fucking lights
I'm
out,
down the ride, man. I'm down the ride.
I feel like Mac McClung doesn't do much. I feel like they could just get smoked. I mean,
Gate me up.
yeah, we're riding Colgate, 14 seed. So what? Sweet 16. See you
Gate me up,
there.
man.
All right, Virginia Tech, Ohio State. I think Ohio State rolls. I think they're rolling.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
roll with Ohio State here.
This is the first time I've seen it where it's all been one side on each side. Offense, all fucking Ohio State. Offense, defense, all Virginia Tech. I don't know. Still riding Ohio State. Don't care.
Yeah, I'm definitely riding Ohio State there.
Battle of Chicago. Illinois versus Loyola Chicago.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I mean,
I mean,
this is
Illinois. I mean, they should win, but hey, don't count
they
the fucking
should,
Ramblers. Okay. I think the Illinois is the worst one seed, which is a
and
bad
they
take.
are the worst. They're the worst one seed, I'd say
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel like if there was an
Um,
upset's gonna happen, it might not be this round, but I feel like the Sweet might get got.
yeah, I
Like it also
feel.
got here. I don't know.
I mean, I've heard from the grapevine that they're Illinois sometimes they just fall into really sloppy play. Their offenses and just kind of falls off at times. I mean,
Mm. Yes, that's no good.
and well, Chicago being a defensive team. I mean,
So Charlotte Lola gets hot, they get hot, and you're not
I
coming
want to
back
go
from them.
Lolo here. I mean,
I mean, I'm fucking riding the Ramblers
with
every
a
fucking day.
101-year-old none in your corner, anything's
Yeah. And
possible.
this might be her last fucking
Maybe
run. You
she's
want to get.
even 102. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, if this is her last run, you got to go out at least in the top 16. You can't
who
fucking
knows,
get.
man?
She might be your last time seeing the team play. Fuck it. Fuck Illinois.
They're gonna be fighting.
Or win the Battle of Chicago. Texas or Tennessee versus Oklahoma State. I have Oklahoma State.
I
I
also
mean,
have Oklahoma State.
I
I think
just
Cade Cunningham's an absolute issue. They got other people playing well around him right now. They did lose in their conference,
yeah.
not championship. I think the game before, maybe it was the
I think it
championship.
was the championship.
Was
But I
it?
think Kid Cunningham for like 10 of the last 10 straight points, but they still lost. He just kept banging three.
Yeah.
They
I
couldn't come
mean,
back.
as long as
Baylor.
Cade Cunningham's rolling and just anybody helps them really, I think they can win games, and
Yeah.
I believe in them.
I also believe Tennessee. So long, you got a good run. All right. San Diego State, West Virginia, 6 versus 13.
I mean, like I've said, I mean, I've heard San Diego State is they seem like a possible issue,
Okay.
and I mean,
I feel like West
West
Virginia is
Virginia's
just a
good
solid
though.
team. Like there's all around it.
They lost to Baylor by 5 and Gonzaga by 5, and those are like possibly the two best teams in the nation.
Strength of schedule is a pretty big. I mean, difference. I don't know. Like West Virginia, I personally think I don't know. Like if it was the San Diego State of last season, they could go. But I don't know. I think West Virginia takes them. I don't know. What do you think? San Diego State
Yeah,
rides. Eh,
I mean, the San Diego State's defense is
it is
just
very
supposed to be
scary.
just immaculate.
It is immaculate, but they were in the Mountain West. That could I don't know.
Yeah,
Eh.
yeah. I
Similar
mean,
games. West Virginia's got 67% on them.
yeah.
I believe in Virginia
I mean, West
personally.
Virginia. I don't know. They probably have some pretty ugly losses. I mean, they have 9 L's.
I mean, yeah, you're probably not wrong. But who's San Diego State lost to? I mean, well, I mean, if they're just playing comp and losing, but
Well, I mean, they lost to Utah State, who was a decent team twice, and BYU once, and Colorado State. I mean, Colorado State's obviously not the best L, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a toss up. I personally think West Virginia State. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of want to ride San Diego State to be honest. I mean,
Okay, I mean, if you're confident in the ride, I'll ride. I love myself some fucking dogs making it.
let's get some Aztecs, man.
All right, let's
Give me
go
some Az.
Aztecs. All right,
Give me some Aztec.
Houston, Clemson, battle of the ACC.
Uh, I think I just want to continue with Houston here.
Yeah, Clemson, 16-7. They didn't play. How did they only play fucking COVID? And did they get killed by COVID? Jesus Christ. All right, moving on, Houston. Go on. All right, on to the Sweet 16. Gonzaga, Ohio. I mean,
Yeah,
but
I think this is where Ohio's run of terror comes to an
yeah, I feel
end.
like if Ohio makes it this far, it's gonna be a fucking ugly one that they're gonna go out on. But I, yeah, I feel like Gonzaga is just a different breed. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ohio, you guys had a good run. All right, Kansas, Oregon, and
No, this one's more interesting here.
yeah, very
Hmm.
very evenly matched. I don't
I
know.
mean,
I don't know. I want to go Oregon, but I could also see Kansas. I don't know.
I mean, Kansas isn't. They're not a typical Kansas team. They're not as good as a typical Kansas team.
Yeah, I just
Duarte is an issue. Ducks are one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the nation.
right. I mean, it's your call. I mean, I have no idea. And
I'm not a large believer in Kansas. I don't know. I think I want to go Oregon, to be honest. I mean,
I mean, same. I feel like Oregon just
I think
every
their
year.
defense will turn up in the tournament with just Dana Altman being a great coach,
Right.
and they're a great shooting team with a great player leading them. So I want to go Oregon.
Okay. I mean, I'm riding Oregon too. I mean, I don't know. Like that game is 50. I don't know. Okay. Michigan, Florida State.
I think Florida State goes down. I don't know. Michigan's
They
pretty dangerous.
they should go down, but I think I don't know. Something about Florida State this year is just really calling my name. I don't know why.
Yeah,
There's no
but I
reason
mean,
why.
they're a team that struggles defensively. They're usually a team known for being a defensive team. They struggled defensively this year. They're a good offensive team, but Michigan's just all around just an issue.
You're not wrong.
I don't know if
Unless Florida State's hot in this tournament, I think
I
Michigan should win.
mean
But in
the Michigan is in the top 20 in 3-point scoring. I mean,
right.
they're great offensive rebounding's a weakness. I mean I
I
I
mean,
want to go
I'm all
Michigan.
right.
I mean, they're a
I
good
mean,
3-point shooting team that plays good defense. That's a recipe for winning.
yeah, I mean, we'll go Michigan, but let it be known that I think Michigan. I think Florida State going to fucking run. All right, moving on. Two of the lowest seeds we have making it are battling each other right now. Michigan State against UConn. I mean, I feel like if Michigan makes it this far, they're always in the personally.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, if we got them
I mean,
going all the way to the
I'm
Sweet 16, they're on a fucking run. That's like four. That's four straight games.
I mean, I'm down the ride
And
Michigan.
UConn would be a more favorable matchup, I think, than their other opponents. I mean, if you're,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm riding Michigan State. Are we
Okay.
riding?
All right. Let's ride, man.
All right, let's fucking ride. All right, Baylor versus Purdue.
I think
I
Baylor
think Baylor
smashes
wins.
them.
Yeah, I feel like
I think it's
Baylor.
not even close. That's probably the biggest blowout here.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Colgate, Ohio State. I'm a big Colgate guy. I think the run ends here. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can go with Colgate over Ohio State. I think that maybe
Bit psychotic. But
yeah. I
let it be
mean,
known if they're hot and they start fucking turning the fuck up. It's
I
awesome.
think we gotta go Ohio State
Yeah,
probably here. I
on
mean,
principle, but
I
let it be known.
mean Ohio State. I mean, I'm personally not the biggest Ohio State believer, but
Neither am I, but I feel like I somewhat am, but not crazy. I
yeah,
mean,
I'll take Ohio State probably
yeah,
over Colgate.
you had a good run, Colgate, but your time ends now. All right, Loyola Chicago, Oklahoma State. I feel like Loyola ends here.
Yeah, I
I
mean
feel
Cade
like Cade Cunningham just
Cunningham.
gonna put him in the dirt.
Yeah,
Massive fucking
I'm
light
down
skin
to
machine.
put Louisville out
Yeah, we're putting Loyola down. Sorry, you guys beat
here. I
Illinois.
mean,
Good run. So long. All right, Houston, San Diego State. I could just see this game happening in real life. I don't know. This just looks like something that's gonna happen. I don't know why. I could just literally see this happening. This just looks right. I don't know. It just looks like a game that's going to happen.
yeah,
I mean, what
I
do you think? I'm
I
leaning
mean
Houston
this is
again.
a good matchup here. I mean,
I'm leaning
hmm,
Houston, but I think San Diego could win. I don't know.
uh,
All the stats at
I
Houston,
mean,
but who
Houston has a
knows?
we
Oh,
got good old Quentin Grimes and the boys.
San Diego
I
State is number ninth best team.
I kind of almost want to ride San Diego State to this point if they've
Do
gotten
you?
this far.
Are we riding San Diego State? You're believing?
I'm believing.
Okay, I mean if that's all you got to say. We're believing. Goodbye. Good run. All right, on to the Elite Eight. Gonzaga, Oregon.
Yeah, I think that's Gonzaga.
Yeah, I heard someone
Gonzaga's
saying Gonzaga's gonna get
pretty.
got early, but I just don't know how.
I don't see how they get got early.
I don't
I
know.
don't even. I don't know.
Maybe, but I
Hey,
just
they're nuts. I
yeah. I
mean,
mean they're good at everything. I
they're
yeah.
insane.
Sorry, Oregon, good, but you had a good run. All right, Battle of fucking Michigan.
Michigan
Here we
and
go.
Michigan State.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
has Michigan State already beat UCLA? Because it says playing winner. I didn't even know they played. If they have,
Uh, it's just projecting they would have beaten US play tomorrow. Playing game.
okay,
Good.
that'd be kind of funny if UCLA wins and
Yeah,
they
then
win.
this whole shit's shocked is basically what happens. We have Michigan State going to Elite Eight.
Yeah, and
Or I mean,
I think UCLA could win maybe the first round matchup
yeah,
that we had them winning, but I don't
but I
see
don't think
them
they've gone
going
far. I think they're the worst
further than the
Pac-12 team
first
that made.
round.
Okay. I mean, do you still want to ride
Hmm.
with Michigan State,
I
or do you think they're
mean,
getting taken out?
if they get to, I mean, Michigan State, they split the season series. That was one of their wins to get them back on track was beating Michigan.
Yeah, they have been hot.
Could they beat Michigan again?
I don't know. Who knows?
Mm,
Out of Michigan, they're gonna both come out with the most intensity ones ever. Bloodbath
yeah,
out there.
that would be a really good game, to be honest.
Yeah,
I I'm kind of leaning Michigan State, to be honest.
you ride with Izzo, and I'll ride with fucking Izzo if you
I'm kind of want to dance with Izzo, man. I kind
you
of
want to dance with
I want to
Izzo.
see I want to go to the big dance with Izzo.
All right, fuck it. So long. Second number one seed gone. Bye bye. All right, Baylor, Ohio State. I think
I'm
Baylor
riding
wins.
Baylor. I
Yeah,
think Baylor is the second best team going into the tournament behind Gonzaga. So
yeah. I also believe that. I just can't on Ohio State. All right, our two lowest seeds
Aztecs and
besides
Oklahoma
Michigan
State.
State.
Hmm.
I got
That's
Oklahoma
a
State. I actually,
yeah.
I still think San Diego
I
could win.
mean,
They played
the
lockdown
San Diego
defense.
State is it's weird with them because I feel like they could beat anybody,
I mean, if they
but
clamp down Cade, then they're just. I feel like they're gonna
they
ball
could
him out.
lose. I mean, with how good they are defensively, if they can stop Cade, I don't really see.
How they will
I
still
want to
lose.
ride on San Diego. I want to ride San Diego State, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, if Cade Cunningham gets hot, they'll win. But if it doesn't get
Yeah,
hot, then they'll lose. But,
I think it will be pretty hard for him to get hot against such a good defensive team, though.
yeah. Alright, fuck it. We're riding San Diego State on to the Final Four. Here we go. Getting down to the fucking nitty gritty. Gonzaga, Michigan
And this
State.
is Gonzaga. I'm gonna just say it. I think Gonzaga. I'm just gonna say I think Gonzaga and Baylor both go.
You think both our fairy tales end here?
I think both of them end.
Alright. I mean, Gonzaga and Baylor are definitely by far the best two teams. I mean, unless San Diego State's defense is just on a fucking another level, I just don't see how they win.
I do see San Diego State, and I mean I see both honestly being possible really like good matchups if they get there, but
I just don't see it.
Yeah.
So long, San Diego State. All right, on to our championship. Two number one seeds, probably predictable, but sometimes that's what's right, is what's predictable. Baylor versus Gonzaga. I think Baylor gets it.
I think Gonzaga goes undefeated.
Well,
I mean,
I think Baylor wins. So now we're in a fucking predicament. I don't know.
I mean, if we look at the stats here, I mean, Gonzaga's almost beating them in
they are,
every single
but
category.
it's March, baby. Well, by this time it'll be April. April's
I mean,
different
Gonzaga
story.
is a scary team.
They are a very scary
I mean,
team.
it'd be hard to go this far and then blow the undefeated. I mean, that'd be very Patriots-esque.
Yeah, but I mean, Gonzaga, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Baylor might be pissed off because last year they also undefeated and they almost shocked. I think they want their fucking revenge. Coming out swinging. Getting screwed for last year. Gonzaga plays in a Mickey Mouse conference.
They do. They do. I mean,
Mickey Mouse. Going against San Francisco.
They still did have the 40th ranked schedule,
and
Baylor had the 35th. I mean, it's not like Baylor's. They're in the Big 12, which was one of the better conferences, if not the best this year. But it's fine.
I don't know. You got Gonzaga, I got Baylor. I mean, what do we do? I don't know how to get out of this. And you're the expert. Maybe I should just ride with you, right? I mean, you've never been wrong 3 in a row, as you said.
I mean, I have gone 3 in a row. I mean, we could. I mean, ooh.
What do you think? If we flip a coin?
We could flip a coin. That's definitely
flip a coin live on fucking video.
Let's do it, man.
Here we go. Flip a coin. Flip a fucking coin.
Let's flip it.
You got heads or tails? You want to go best of 3?
Give me tails.
You got tails. Okay, I got heads. Yeah. Best of 3 or best of 1? Whoever.
Best of 3.
Okay. Tails.
All right, you picked this time.
Okay, so wait, was I tails
that
time?
What do you want? No, I was. I'm
tails.
up 1-0.
Okay, so you're up 1-0. Okay, I'm going tails again. Okay, 1-1. Okay. What do you got?
See you. Give me heads.
Going heads. All right, I got tails again. All right, Baylor wins it all. Right. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, the coin is spoken. You can't go against the coin.
Spoken. I mean,
you can't go
the
against
coin lied, but it has spoken.
You can't go against the coin. That's number 1 rule. Going in with Baylor. Yep. Save my picks. Fucking. There it is.
Oh,
all right, what's the score?
That's.
Baylor doesn't win.
We're gonna say, let's go, 71.
71
to 68.
I like that.
That seems like a good score right there.
There it is. All right, that's our bracket. That's 100% right. I don't know how much money you can win on this shit, but if you do our bracket, that's 100% right. You're welcome for the $1 million. I mean, we'll split the prize money, of course. Long. Low boys out. Ballz, any last words?
I mean, if you wanna win the money, I mean, we gave you the bracket.